Hello survivors and welcome to another Walking Dead Road to Survival video, and in this video we're going to be looking at a new Telltale mini event that's going to be taking place during the larger scale Mythic Trial. This one is called Long Road Ahead, and it does look like we are going to be able to work towards getting our hands on some Clementine Shards to potentially claim some more versions of Mythic Clementine. If we read through the information, you can see the event times are as follows. It starts, I believe that's Monday the 18th of April 2022 at 12 PM Pacific time. The great thing about that start time for me personally is that it starts in my stream, which has been a long time since an event has actually started while I've been streaming. So this is going to be pretty hype for me personally. The end time is going to be a little while later, early in May on the 2nd at 12 PM Pacific time as well. If we look at the information, we can read through it. It says players can earn Clem Shards by running the daily Spark Plug Roadmap, which rewards Spark Plugs. Spark Plugs can be used as energy on the RV Keychain Roadmap to collect RV Keychains. RV Keychains can be redeemed in the grey market for Clem Shards. Additional RV Keychains can be collected as placement rewards for both solo and faction survival road tournaments, as well as limited time offers in the shop and on the TWD RTS web portal. Please note, we have modified the schedule, duration and rewards of survival road tournaments during this event. Please see the calendar for more details. And if we just scroll down, we can see there's going to be a daily Spark Plug Roadmap. This is going to cost world energy and it will reward Spark Plugs. I believe it rewards 50 Spark Plugs per day. All the information is on the screen. And you can only take mythic characters, but it's pretty straightforward. 5 stages, 5 Spark Plugs per reward. Completion reward is going to be another 25. So 50 per day. And I guess we're going to have to work out how many days this event is going to be. 18th to the 2nd, I guess that's going to be 14 days, so 2 weeks. And then the RV Keychain Roadmap is going to require those Spark Plugs as energy, and you are going to be able to get those RV Keychains. I don't think this is going to be daily. It looks like just throughout. Spark Plugs is going to cost 100 per act, and you can get 50 per day, being 700 total. So there's going to be 1 act, 2 acts, 3 acts, 4 acts, 5 acts, 6 acts, and 7 acts. So you'll be able to complete every single stage of this roadmap free to play if you do the daily roadmap. You have to do it every single day, and it rewards these RV keychains. Again, it rewards pretty much what you put in, or half of what you put in, should I say. It costs 100 Spark Plugs. You get 50 of the keychains back. So a grand total of 350 keychains, I believe. Just quick maths, from 7 acts, 50 per act. It is going to be 350. There we go, 350 RV keychains. And then we can scroll down to the rewards. Actually, there's the Survival Road rank rewards. We did see a little change to how the level ups are working. Is it the level ups? Yeah, the level ups are working right now with the EVA event. They're going to implement the RV keychains into Faction SR. This is the Faction SR. You get 150 keychains for first, 120 for second, 100 third, 80 for 4th to 10th, 60 for 11th to 25th, 26th to 50th gives you 40. So I think this is pretty much the same structure as we're seeing with the EVA event right now. And then again, it's exactly the same with the solo. So the faction ones are rewarding more. This is nice to see. This is very, very nice to see. We'll see what these RV keychains will actually get us. The grey market requires 70 of the keychains to get 100 of the Clem Shards. That does mean that doing the daily roadmap and the completion roadmap will get you 500 Clem Shards alone, and then you'll need to pick up the rest of the keychains from your placements in tournaments, be it faction or solo, or from offers. So for instance, if you see a good RV keychain offer that gives, let's say, 350 RV keychains, you know that's half of the Clementines that you would need, 500 shards, just like that. And you can calculate whether it's worth it. You can only claim up to 1,000 here though. So for instance, if you try to go all in and get yourself 1,400 keychains, the most you can get is 10 claims here for Clem Shards. There are some other rewards you can get. You can get Maddox and Madeline choice boxes for 50 RV keychains each, Lilith and Ulysses for 20 each, Brady's for 15 each, and gold salvage tokens for 10 each. That is the extras. I guess they're probably gonna well, actually they're not. It's all limited. So, I mean, maybe there's a maximum that you can potentially get, but I would have thought that one of the rewards would have almost like a 200 claim, just so that if you've got loads and loads and loads of stuff, you could at least claim that. The salvage tokens are going to be nice for some people, because I know some people are going to be down. So if you do manage to pick up another Clementine, you are going to be able to claim other rewards with your leftovers. And like I said, if you complete the daily roadmap, you should be able to complete the larger roadmap for the actual RV keychains as rewards. And that'll be 50% of this full claim. That'll be 500 Clem Shards. Right now, you can buy 500 Clem Shards, I believe, for $25. So you could just buy that offer and know you're going to finish it. Or you could try and compete in solo events and faction events. Now, it does last for 2 weeks. In a 2-week period, you'll probably get 3 SR tournaments. I think the more information probably will come out about this, but we'll probably get 1 faction and maybe a couple of solos. So, I mean, it's going to be tough, honestly. It's actually going to be really tough to get the other 350. I think you're going to have to come first in the faction and both the solos to be able to get enough of the shards, which I hope there's going to be maybe another event after this, because this is a bit of accessibility to the shards, but you need 1,000 shards to get a Clementine. We'll see how it goes overall when it comes to the end of the Mythic Trial, but this is like a mini event. You're going to get yourself some more shards. If you want to buy offers to kind of like push your total up, you can. But if you, depending on your placement, you can get more shards. But it looks like if let's say there are 2 solos and 1 faction SR, which I'm guessing is probably going to be the case, you would get 200 if you came first in both the solos, and 150 if you came first in the faction, and that's 350, making it a total of 700 if you do the daily roadmap, making it 1 full Clementine for coming first in every tournament. Now, the downside of this is obviously on the solo side of things, you're competing with your own faction to come first. That is obviously a big downside, but we don't know. Maybe there's, like I say, maybe there's other mini events in the future. There could be one to do with raid tournaments. There could be one to do with other stuff too. We'll have to wait and see, but as it stands, it just looks like we're going to have an opportunity to at least get our hands on some more of the Clementine Shards. It has been a little bit quiet on the Mythic Trial front when it comes to the Telltale stuff, but I think people are just kind of getting used to it. I have seen a lot of people asking, when's the next information going to come out? And here we go. Here we go. Just make sure you run this daily roadmap for the spark plugs so you can complete the RV Keychain Roadmap. And just doing that alone is going to get you 500 of the Clementine Shards, which is pretty decent. Which is pretty decent indeed. Okay, so this is the Long Road Ahead mini Telltale event for more Clementine Shards. It does look like you're pretty much going to have to come first in all of the tournaments that are going to happen here. I would assume there's only going to be 1 faction and 2 of the solo, but if there are more than that, then obviously it's more accessible. We'll have to wait for more information with regards to the calendar over the course of those 2 weeks. We generally only get the calendar like a week ahead, so we might get next week's tournaments, soon enough, but it'll be about the week after. We could have, for instance, a faction and a solo SR tournament each week, and that would obviously change quite a bit how many tokens you could get hold of. For instance, if you're in the faction that wins both of the faction events, you'd only need 50 more RV keychains to be able to get all of the Clementine Shards. So that could make a difference in terms of how many people are going to buy those smaller offers. There's only a certain amount of people who can do well in the solo tournaments. Also, you could just place certain position in the solo tournament and get 50 of the RV keychains that way. We'll have to wait and see on that information. But as a minimum from this event, you are going to be able to get 500 of the actual Clementine Shards, plus a little bit more no matter what, based on your placement in faction and the solo tournaments for SR. It is only a 2-week event, so it's only going to be the SR tournaments during those 2 weeks. So if you are planning to go in on those tournaments, that would be the time to do it. But that's it for this little video, guys. If you have any thoughts on this mini Telltale event, for more Clementine Shards, please leave them in the thoughts down below. If you want to find out how to get Clementine just from logging in, you should see a guide on your screen just about now. But that is the end of my video, guys. I want to thank you very much for tuning in. And as always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving.